How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Real Madrid against Arsenal, the Bernabeu second leg quarterfinal, and we are 3-0 ahead. And I'm going to say this right now. I cannot wait for this game to be over. Ever since we won that first leg 3-0, it has been an absolute bore listening to what Real Madrid are going to be doing for a comeback. The roof's going to be closed. The Ultras are putting on a special show. They're having videos. All their players are talking about, I can't wait for Wednesday. Don't get me wrong. You have to believe. But it's so cringe. And I'll tell you something. Arsenal, more than anybody, get absolutely slated for being cringe. But this, I have never seen Real Madrid act like this. This is 15-time Champions League winners. If you're that amazing, and if the Bernabeu is that special, and it can create amazing things, just go out there and do it. You don't need to talk about it. Go out there and do it. Like, really? Come on. So yeah, listen, at the end of the day, I don't think that our approach to this game changes at all. Listening to the press conferences out in Spain and, Raya, Mikel Arteta, the things they're saying, it's so right what they're saying. Do the talking on the pitch. As far as we're concerned, do our talking on the pitch. Don't go into this game feeling scared or anything. Look at what we did in that first leg. How good we were. Play the same way. Real Madrid are not going to be able to play the same way. Which is sitting and being defensive and trying to counter. Go ahead. I'm hearing reports that Ancelotti's been saying that they're going to press high and they're going to be in our face. Go on then. Go on then, please. Press us high. Please do that. I genuinely do not see Real Madrid stopping us scoring. And if we get one, they need 5. Yeah, 4 takes it to extra time, but 5 to win a game. Now, we've all spoke about our defensive record, about, the last time we conceded 3 goals in a match. And I was actually speaking about this 6, 7, 8 weeks or so ago, I think it was, in one of my videos. And, it's something that's become quite prominent now because the margin that Real Madrid need to overturn is 3. So it's got everyone kind of focusing on that. But it's been 79 games since we have conceded 3 goals in a game. It's been 14 games. Only 14 times out of 79 have we conceded 2 in a game. Get your head around that for a second to understand how truly insane that statistic is. 79 games, 0 times a team has scored 3 goals against us. And only 14 out of the 79, a team has managed 2 goals against us. That is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So Real Madrid will have to do something that's not happened for a very, very, very long time. And for all of you that don't know, the last team to do it was Luton Town. Mad. That's a quiz question. Because I think that a lot of people, not Arsenal fans, would sit there and not get that. But you've also got to remember that even though we conceded 3 on that night, we scored 4. So listen, I'm looking forward to the game. At the time of recording this, PSG and Aston Villa haven't started their game. But, obviously by the time we kick off, we will know who our potential semi-final opponents will be. Again, looking at the build up to that game, and Villa are all talking it up about the comeback and everything else. And I get it. But it hasn't been a cringe fest from Aston Villa over the last week in the way that it is for Madrid. And like I said, this is 15-time Premier League winners. This is the mighty Real Madrid. If everything's so special and the Bernabeu creates so many amazing moments, you don't need to talk about it. Just go and do it. Simple as that, really. So yeah, team lineup, I think pretty much takes care of itself. So with that said, let's go and get into the lineup. In goal, David Raya. Straightforward. Right back, Jurriën Timber. Again, a very straightforward one. And something that we will have to keep an eye on is that, like the last game, he is on a yellow card. Now, contrary to what some people may think about, yellow cards being wiped, for the semi-finals and everything else, it's true that they are wiped for the semi-finals as long as they haven't reached the threshold by the last game before the semi-finals. So, for example, Jurriën Timber does not get booked against Real Madrid. He is fine from the semi-finals. His slate is wiped clean. It's all good. If he is booked against Real Madrid, then he is suspended for the first game of the semi-final first leg. And it's as simple as that. And the only way you're going to miss a final is if you get a red card, in the second leg, and it puts you out for the final, etc., etc. But so yeah, Jurriën Timber is a player that's going to have to be careful. Right centre back, William Saliba. Again, very straightforward. Dealt with Mbappe brilliantly. And since he's partnered up with Kiwior, seems to be doing a lot more with the ball in terms of driving into the midfield areas. Looks very good. I like that. But yeah, straightforward. Left centre back, Kiwior. Listen, he's done all right since he's come in, to be fair. And against Real Madrid in particular, I thought he'd done well. There's a couple of little moments early, 5-10 minutes. Yeah, he's going to have to be solid. He's going to have to be. We're going to see a big performance. It's as simple as that. Left back, Miles Lewis-Skelly. It's going to be a big game for him, 18 years old. But I don't feel the atmospheres and everything else and this kind of game will faze him. He just seems to take it in his stride. It's that simple. In the midfield, first of all, Thomas Partey. He has travelled. He is fit. He will be available. Despite the continued speculation by, social media police officers that seem to believe that he's not allowed in Spain. And even though we've actually played Girona already and he's been in Spain and they had to come up with Catalonia's different, just shut up. Partey is in Spain. He's playing. It's that simple. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka. What I will say is that all those minutes into his legs now will start to do him the world of good. But the one thing that you are seeing in moments is that he's still not got his sharpness. That bit of ring rust is still there. Against Madrid in the first leg, I thought there was some moments where he was superb. And there were a couple of moments where you think, 100% Saka would have done, something else. And prime example of that was probably the moment that he had straight after Brentford scored on Saturday, where he rounds the goalkeeper and he, probably took a little bit more time than a full, fit, sharp Saka would have done, But no issues, no concerns at all. And yeah, it's yeah, everything looks good. It's just about those minutes in the tank now and sharpening up. So very simple. Alongside him, Martin Odegaard returning to the Bernabeu. Somebody that should know about, what it's like to play there, the atmosphere and everything else. Very straightforward. Need a captain's performance. Alongside him, Declan Rice. Can we get another monster performance? Can we get another worldie of a free kick? I think Real Madrid will be quite wary of tackling in and around that 25-yard mark. So yeah, it's straightforward for me. Quality player. And this is why we bought Declan Rice for these kind of games. Simple. On the left-hand side, Martinelli. I'm a little bit frustrated and annoyed that he had to play so much on Saturday. But then I suppose the counter argument to that would be that, he had a month or so out recently, hamstring injury. So he's not been overplayed. He's not, in the red zone, shall we say. And 90 minutes will probably do him, no harm and keep him going ready for this game. So, yeah, straightforward. And then up front as the main striker, Mikel Moreno. Fine goal scoring form. If we've got Mikel Moreno playing up front for us at the moment and he's scoring goals, then God help the rest of the league when we actually bring in a proper striker. My word. But yeah, Moreno, he will know all about playing here. He will know what it's about. And it's players like him that we'll need for certain moments. So, yeah, very, very straightforward. And like I said, I think that 11 pretty much takes care of itself. I think everybody will agree on that 11. It doesn't change. It's that simple. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section whether you do disagree, though. I'd love to know where and why. Give me the actual reasoning. But, yeah, I can't see too many people, shall we say, disagreeing with that. So, listen, what will be. I'm looking forward to the game. There's a place in the semi-final at stake. Haven't been there since 2009. And I'd love to get back there. Will we be going to Birmingham or will we be going to Paris? In terms of the mileage and the petrol, trip up the road to Birmingham, hour and a half. That'd be nice. Otherwise, it's a trip to Paris. But then saying that, I've driven to Paris multiple times, and it's actually a really nice drive. So, listen, it is what it is. What will be, will be. Let's see what happens. Let's get our job done, and then we can talk about the potential semi-final. So, listen, there we go. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.